drive into town, feels like time slows down. All these memories flood in as I remember when we'd walk further down to Sycamore, closer than we'd ever walked before. Grab breakfast at the Rainbow Cafe. They still don't take card, but that's okay. And I remember who I am and who I was, driving down a dirt road just because. Yellow jacket football games, people that just stay the same. When I think of you, I think of good old Mountain View. Where the iris is in bloom and bluegrass grows, front porch debuts and country shows, and everybody somehow knows your name, and family and neighbors look the same. And I remember who I am and who I was, waving out the window just because. Playing music on the square, you can't do that just anywhere. When I think of you, I think of good old Mountain View. Faces you see at outhouse races, and the Jimmy Driftwood barn will always have a certain charm. And if you ever need a smile, stop by the little yellow house a while. And I swung the swinging bridge to scare you into a good night's kiss. Yeah, we've changed and we've grown, but it'll always feel like home. I remember who I am and who I was, jumping off the top rock just because. I remember that my mama loves me almost as much as God does. Lord, I know it's true, there's just no place like Mountain View.
Got a home on the other shore. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, you know I'll be there forevermore. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, I thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul's set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh. Better get to church and listen to the preacher. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, get right with God and he'll be your teacher. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, I thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh. Well, brother, you better get right with God. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? While I hear from this earth do track. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? I thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? I thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Boy, now this next song that we're going to feature Miss Becky over here on, this woman can talk fast. Is that right, Kent? She's a fast talker, isn't she? Yeah.
This lady right here used to be my principal over at Yellville, and
you've come to tell me something. Say I ought to know. He don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can. You ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body. Get out while you can. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man goes looking things that he don't need. He take a second look at you, but he's in love with me. I don't know where they leave you, oh, but I know where I'll stand. You ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body. Get out while you can. You ain't woman enough to take my man. Oh, you ain't woman enough to take my man.
Train whistle blowing makes a sleepy noise. Underneath their blankets go all the girls and boys, rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away. Driver at the engine, fireman rings the bell, Sandman swings the lantern to show that all is well. Rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away. Maybe it is raining where our train will ride. All the little travelers are warm and snug inside.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Club Possum Music Show, coming to you live from the Club Possum Event Center just off the Court Square in beautiful downtown Mountain View, Arkansas. Club Possum is broadcast on the Club Possum Event Center's YouTube channel and Facebook page, and our local nonprofit radio station, KWMV 88.5 FM. The Club Possum Music Show is a production of Ozark Roots Music and Art, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the local music culture here in the Mountain View area. Support for Ozark Roots Music and Art is provided in part by the Arkansas Arts Council, the agency of the Department of Arkansas Heritage, and the National Endowment for the Arts. We are also supported by numerous donations from many of our local businesses and our Possum patrons who help keep our local music alive and kicking through regular monthly donations. If you're interested in becoming a Possum patron, please go to www.patreon.com/clubpossum to sign up. Generous donations from our audience are also very much appreciated. If you're joining us in person, we have a tip bucket here in the back of the room near the sound desk. Or if you're joining us online or you're tuned in to KWMV 88.5, you can make an online donation at paypal.me/OzarkRootsMusic. To our in-person audience, you may take photos and record videos, but please don't use your flash. And now for our show tonight, we have one of the most entertaining groups you're ever likely to hear. They've played here many, many times, and 2 or 3 of these guys have played music around Mountain View for a long, long time. I'll let you see if you can figure out which 3. I know you're going to enjoy these guys. We always do. Will you please make welcome Mule. Hee-haw!
You think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you got something that nobody else has got. Well, you made me spend up all my money. You laughed and called me old Santa Claus. This much is true, baby, I'm through with you. Just because. Now just because you think I'll be lonesome, just because you think I'll be blue, just because you think I'll be foolish and hang around this house waiting for you. Well, you made me give up on my girlfriends. You laughed and called me old Santa Claus. Good gal, it's true, baby, I'm leaving you. Just because.
Oh, thank you so much. We sure do appreciate your appreciation. Yes, sir. It's good to be back, Club Possum. You know, we hadn't been doing any music here around Mountain View all winter long. We've just been waiting for things to thaw out and get started again. It's good to be back, ain't it?
Waiting for the ticks to show up again.
Yeah, ticks and chiggers. You know, we got a lot of chiggers around here. JC told me Saturday we were playing together, and he said, Danny, you know the chiggers are really, really bad this year. He said, I counted 168 chiggers on one little strawberry. And he don't even wear glasses. He's something. You know, we have discovered that when we play for folks, they like to know what this bunch did before we got old and decrepit and couldn't do anything but play music. So as we go along, I'm going to kind of tell you what we've done in our life. And in fact, I'd like to introduce two of us right now. The darling of the bunch right over there. I'll tell you about him now. He's been a songster here around Stone County and even went down toward Little Rock and all around for over 7 decades. That's a long time. Yeah, he's been great. He's known as the music ambassador of Mountain View. His name is J.C. Bonds. You knew him already, probably. Yeah. But his greatest claim to fame, I guess, is probably as a fisherman. I mean, he's good. Ain't that right? Maybe the best in Arkansas.
Yeah, I got to tell you something. You know, you and Roger are always bugging me, wanting me to take you fishing. Yeah. But I don't like to take everybody down to my favorite fishing spot because when I get ready for a fish fry, I can go down there and I can catch my limit. But anyway, I had a dream that I did take you and Roger fishing.
A dream.
You want to hear it? I dreamed that I took you and Roger with me, and we went down to where Sillamore runs into White River, and right where I always go. We got in a boat and everything. I was going to take you up to my favorite spot. We started to cross the river, and something happened. The boat went down.
Oh.
And I dreamed that we all three drowned.
Oh, God.
But the good news is I thought we all three went to heaven.
Well, that's good. Good.
And we got up there, and St. Peter was showing us around, and I looked down, and you couldn't even walk for the baby ducks. They were everywhere, and I said, what's the deal on the ducks? He said, do not step on a duck. He hadn't much more than said that till Roger stepped on one.
I did.
Right.
And I looked over, and here they come with the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I can't explain how ugly she was. Chained her to Roger. Well, it was funny to me and Danny. And about that time, I stepped on one.
Oh, gosh.
And I looked over, and here they come. I just thought the one they brought Roger was ugly. The one they brought me it's unreal how ugly that poor thing was. Well, I was really down, and I looked over, and here come the most beautiful lady I've ever seen in my life. She was gorgeous. Brought her up there and chained her to you, Danny.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, keep going. I like this.
And I said, you know, something's not right. Danny's probably been better than Roger and I, but he hadn't been that much better.
No, no.
He said, well, she stepped on a duck.
Whoa, mule, whoa, whoa, mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away. Whoa, mule, whoa, 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 mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away.
Dodson had an old gray mule, his name was Simon Slick. Back his ears and raised his tail, how that mule would kick, and he'd go.
Whoa, mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away. Whoa, mule, whoa, please stop. Whoa, mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away.
Johnson loved that old gray mule, loved him goodness sakes. Rub that mule with the leg of a stool and scratch his back with a rake and he'll go.
Whoa, mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away. Whoa, mule, whoa, stop. Whoa, mule, I say, I ain't got time to kiss you now, my mule has run away.
Oh, that mule loved to kick with every breath. He run his hind leg down his throat, kicked himself to death, and he'd go. I'll tell you who I am. I'm Danny Thomas, and I'm a PhD. I am Roger. I'm a PhD, post hole digger. That's what I've done my whole life. I just dig post holes. And if there was no post holes to dig, well, then I just lay around the shack rolling in my sweet baby's arms if there's no work to do. I'm rolling my sweet baby's arms, rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling around the shack till the mail train comes back, and rolling my sweet baby's arms. Her mama was a beauty operator.
Number, please.
Sister could weave and spin. Daddy owned a hog farm and old cotton gin. He just said once you had money rolled in. I'm
Rolling my sweet babe's arms, rolling my sweet babe's arms. Way around the shack till the mail train comes back, and rolling my sweet babe's arms. Ain't never seen him work.
They round the shack till the mail train come back, and rolling my sweet baby's arms. I'm
Rolling my sweet babe's arms, rolling my sweet babe's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, and rolling my sweet babe's arms.
Saturday night, while I was laying in jail, you were walking the street with another man. You wouldn't even go my bail.
Rolling my sweet babe's arms, rolling my sweet babe's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, and rolling my sweet babe, rolling my sweet babe, rolling my sweet babe's arms.
Anybody in here ever been in the hospital? Yeah, I see a few folks have. Well, you know, they hang these bags up on a little old iron thing up there, and they put stuff in and run it down and run it in your vein there like that. This guy right here spent 33 years building those bags and tubes at Baxter Lab. Roger Fountain. Roger Fiddler Fountain. There's no telling how many lives you saved. Yeah. You talk about a fiddler. Back in younger days, he was voted National Fiddler of the Year by a national bluegrass organization. I mean, he could do it. He could do it then, and he's better now. Here's a song called Ragtime Annie.
Get her done there.
He still got it.
He still got it.
Still
Yeah.
got it. You know us hillbillies, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 hillbillies up here, and then down on the end, he's not a hillbilly.
He's a flat Billy.
Yeah, well, he's a flatland, sure enough. He lived down in South Arkansas down there. And, you know, us hillbillies, we just kind of slouch around and, well, whatever we do. And that's close enough, that's good enough. Not him. He spent his life as a machinist. He's a perfectionist. He measures things in 1/1000th of an inch. You know how little that is? Yeah. Rootin' tootin' Roger Wootin' on the bass. Now this guy right there with the funny hat on and looking, show him your hair though. He's proud of his hair. He hates to wear a hat, but sometimes he will. But he uses, what's that? Same thing in that movie, Old Brother, where are they?
Dapper Dan. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Dapper Dan, yes sir. Well, that guy, he used to be director of music over the Ozark Folk Center. He has been music director. He has been the guy that kept he's an engineer. He kept all the transmitters in north central Arkansas going so that you could watch your Channel 2 public TV. You know? Arkansas PBS. He has been the leader of a rock and roll band back in the 70s. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the biggest has-been I know, Mr. Carl Atkins. We're going to do a song now. I hope JC's ready. JC, are you prepared? How's your voice tonight?
Well, it depends.
Well, you think you might yodel?
I don't know. I won't know till I try.
Well, you will try.
I'll try.
Okay. Happy birthday to you, by the way. 98 yesterday.
Huh? Was I?
Well, it was your birthday. It's up to you as to how old you want to claim to be.
I guess you're right, man.
Okay, we're going to do a song, see if you can still yodel at the age of 86.
Yeah,
Am I right?
you're right.
Okay. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. Used to lie, cheat, gamble, and rob. Thought he was the smartest man in town. I got word last Monday, Bob got locked up Sunday. They got him in the jailhouse way downtown. In the jailhouse now.
In the jailhouse now.
In the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice, quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now.
I'd be your lady, old little lady. Your lady, old lady. Your lady, hey, old lady, old lady.
Now Bob, he liked his poker, pinochle with Dan Yoker. But shooting dice was his favorite game. Now Bob's locked up in jail, no one to go his bail. And the judge said, boy, you're gonna do your time. In the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now.
In the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice, quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now.
I'd be your lady, old little lady. Your lady, old little lady. Your lady, hey, old lady, old lady.
In constant sorrow all through my days, I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. For 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth I found. For I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed to a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain. Don't go with me, we'll go see the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs. The bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. Farmers' fields are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Oh, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow, in the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
I think I've got something here. Let's see if I do. If I do, we're going to give it away. JC, you watch real hard as I ask. Who can name the movie that those three songs came from? Who got it, JC?
Nobody raised their hand. Class, come
Wait just a
on.
minute, let me look again now. Say that again.
Who was the first hand
it.
that goes up?
Yeah.
Who?
There-
The movie.
There's an obedient.
Huh? Well, all right. Well, since they split it, I've got 2 tickets here.
All right.
We'll give one to her, and you got one back there.
Yeah, I got one in the back.
Well, both of you win
I've
free
been from
tickets here today.
Pennsylvania. Someone in Pennsylvania back there?
Are Pennsylvania? Yeah, Pennsylvania. Did you come just to see Whoa Mule? That's a long ways to come.
Yeah.
I think I'll give them 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what you can do with these tickets now. These free tickets. With these free tickets, the next time that we play at Carnegie Hall or down in Vegas, you take these tickets and show them at the door and you'll get in free. Read those. Read. Tell them what they've won there.
You have one. Hey, it just says free ticket. It's not good for anything. It's free.
But it's free.
But it's free, good.
It's always good to get something free.
So,
Let's just lay them right there, and they'll come and get them.
Well,
They collect them at halftime.
There's
not a rush to the stage.
You know, Danny, I was going to tell you what happened to me this week.
Oh no, something bad.
Everyone out here knows there's a lot of road rage out there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I've been telling myself, regardless what they do to me, I'm just going to be calm and I'm not even going to do anything back. But I was going over to Fox the other morning and I run into the fogs so bad out here on the mountain. You couldn't even see the lines in the road. Have you ever tried to drive in there? But I got behind two tail lights and I was following those tail lights. And it worked really good till the guy stopped and I hit him. First thing I done, I jerked the door open, I jumped out and I run around there. And I said, "Sir, could you not give a signal?" He said, "In my own garage."
That was foggy now.
Now here's a song that wasn't in the movie, like we just got through singing there, but it should have been. It's done by Jimmy Martin, and it's called "The Sunny Side of the Mountain." And down there, well, Mr. Carl is going to sing it for you.
Now, yeah, I'm just singing along because don't forget me, old and gray. Just a little thought before I travel on my way. I'll be waiting on the hillside where the day you will call. On the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. Forget the words and all that stuff. I'll try it again. Now, darling, don't remember when we courted so long ago. Don't remember all those promises you made to me, and so I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day you will call. On the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. I'm getting back at Danny for picking this one. I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day you will call. On the sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. On the sunny side of the mountain where I don't remember nothing at all.
Oh, I know now why it wasn't in the movie.
Jimmy Martin didn't put all that in there.
No, he had words.
He's enhanced it and made it a lot better.
I want to tell you something while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, we played on the grounds at the center
Yeah.
last Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I got there and I heard these birds. And I got to looking, I couldn't see one. I thought, what's wrong? You know, but they're so plain. And lo and behold, when I finally figured it out, it was Roger Fountain.
Was it, Roger?
What was I doing?
Were you
He's
whistling?
making like birds holler, and I bet y'all like to hear that.
Danny likes that. Little Wren.
Little Wren. Oh, I love Little Wrens.
There's that woodpecker. He's one now, ain't he, Dave? Little Wren, Dave. That Wren.
JC, tell them about Tony Joe White. See if anybody's ever heard of him or the songs that he's written.
Tony Joe White lived over here at a little place called Turkey Creek on Highway 9. He's a good friend. And he is a songwriter. He did quite a bit with Willie and Waylon. But he wrote 2 songs in 1 week that made him a living for the rest of his life. Poke Salad Annie and Rainy Night in Georgia. You do one of them.
Way down in Louisiana, Lord, where the alligators grow so mean. I lived a little girl and I swam in the world. She made the alligators look tame. Shouted at it. Gators, don't you ready? Jump, jump, jump. Everybody said it was a shame. Mama was working on a train. Hey, hey, hey. truck patch, coke salad in it. Haters got you gripped, chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was a shame. Mama was working on a chain gang. Hey, hey, hey. Now every day about some time, Lord, she'd go down to the truck patch. She'd pick her a mess of poke salad, Lord, and carry it home in a tow sack. Poke salad in. Haters got you gripped, chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was a shame. Mama was working on a chain. Hey, hey, hey.
You know, Danny, you're famous too. I went to see a class play, 6th grade here one time, and you got to play the part of Abe Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln in the 6th grade. I was the only one in 6th grade that had a beard. I've been to school a bunch of times, I'll tell you that. Yeah. I remember the 3rd grade was a good year for me. The 3rd grade was the happiest 4 years of my life. But we was poor, and I'll tell you what happened to me in the 3rd. I got mad at my teacher. She made me stand up in front of the whole class. And she said, now, Danny, I'm going to check out your arithmetic. And she said, Danny, if you had 25 cents in this here pocket and 10 cents in this here pocket, what would you have? I said, I'd have on somebody else's britches. You didn't have money like that. Well, hey, I'll tell you somebody that's pretty famous. That guy right there. Doug Honeycutt's his name. Did you know there's 2 states that claim him? Oklahoma and Arkansas both claim him. Oklahoma claims he's from Arkansas, and Arkansas claims he's from Oklahoma. But I found out something. He's trying to steal my wife. You see these posters like this? That's me there, and there's 2 girls that happen to be, well, they're kind of hugging around on me a little bit. Yeah. And he took a picture of that, and he's held that over my head. There ain't no telling how many hundreds of dollars I've paid him in bribery since that happened. What was it, 3 years ago? You're living a good life now. Ain't that right, Doug?
It pays him $5 to destroy every one of those. And then he goes to the color printer and runs off about 20 more.
Yeah. Hey, we was down in Louisiana with that last song. You know one from down in Louisiana, and you know kind of a Cajun sound to it.
Kind of,
So,
yeah. Kind, that's right.
Kindly. Hey. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my yo. Me gotta go for the Piro down the bayou. My Yvonne, sweetest one, me oh my yo. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, and filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see Mama Cheramio. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay, yo. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. Thibodeau, Fontenot, the place is buzzing. Kinfolks come to see Yvonne by the dozen. Dressed in style, go hog wild and be gay. Hunt of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, a crawfish pie, and a filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see Mama Cheramio. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou.
I can't hardly see you out there, but when JC sings, he's getting ready to sing one. JC's going to sing one. And most of the ladies, 90 years and over, just swoon. I've seen them pass out, fall on the floor. JC, I don't know if the ambulance is out. You better not do Nobody's Darling But Mine. How about some other song, like maybe a Jimmy Rogers song? And Gresham will get the ambulance to come up for when you sing the other one.
I was singing that Nobody's Darling the other night at the Folk Center. There was a lady right down on the front row in front of me just started crying her eyes out. And she was crying so hard I almost stopped playing. But anyway, we finished the set and I knelt down in front of her. I said, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry I was singing that sad song and they were playing that sad music." She said, "Well, sir, that's not the problem. I'm a music teacher."
What are you going to sing for us, JC?
I'll try a little bit of a Jimmy. Blues at Midnight.
Oh, that's good.
I got the blues at midnight, for the moon shining brightest day. Got the blues at midnight, the moon shining brightest day. Lord, I wish a tornado would blow these blues away. Yodelay, hey, olay, oh-dee-day. Now listen to me, mama, while I sing you this lonesome song. Now listen to your daddy sing you this lonesome song. I'm leaving you, mama, oh, you know that you done me wrong. You're late, hey, oh, late. Rather drink muddy water and sleep in a hollow log. Rather drink muddy water and sleep in a hollow log than to be here in old Atlanta, treated like a doggone dog. Yodelay, hey, olay, oh, know, Danny, I was just kind of scanning the crowd. I can't believe it, but we've got people here tonight from 12 different states. Start with the Pennsylvania back there. And that's something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
Did they come see us?
We got this guy over here from 2 different states.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but this festival was really big. This light, that was what, a week ago? When did we have the festival?
Week ago.
Yeah,
a week ago?
Chamber hired Danny and I to go around and count the different, at the license plates, the different states. I couldn't believe it. We had people here for the festival from 79 different states.
Sure did. Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. And
One of them was a state of confusion, I think.
after we had done all that work, the chamber didn't want to pay us the $5 that they promised to. That made me mad. How about you?
I won't do it again.
Let's do a couple of mansion songs, and then it's going to be time that we get to take a break. You know, I'm kind of tired.
Are you?
I'm tired and just completely wore out. Let's do a couple of mansion songs.
Tonight, down here in the valley, I'm lonesome and know how I feel as I sit here alone in my cabin. I can see your mansion on the hill. Do you recall when we parted? The story to me you revealed. You said you could live without love, dear, in that loveless mansion on the hill. Give me all one there, Roger. I've waited all of these years, love, to give you a heart true and real. I know that you're living in sorrow in that loveless mansion on the hill. The light shines bright from your window. The trees stand so silent and still. I know you're alone with your pride, dear, in that loveless mansion on the hill.
satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I want a gold one, that silver line.
I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk on streets that are pure as gold. Just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk on streets that are pure as gold. I'll walk on streets that are pure as gold.
Oh, thank you so much. I think it's time that we take a little break right now. So we'll be back in, I don't know, 10 or 15
When
minutes.
Grisham tells us.
Is that it, Grisham? Are we? All right.
Yeah.
Well.
On the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away. Rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away. One more time. Rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away.
spring, one sunny day, yeah. My baby left me alone, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Baby, call me up, her from down in El Paso. Said, come on, daddy, oh Lord, I need you so. Now she's gone, but I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Let's go all the way around, come on. Sam Cobb of the Manly, give it up. Go on, Gresham, get you some. Go on, man. Danny Dozier, everybody. Don't like my peaches, baby, don't you shake my tree. Get out of my orchard, baby, let my peaches be. Yes, now she's gone, but I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Baby, don't you come out running, reaching out your hand. Lord, I'm gonna get me a woman, baby, like you got your man. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Because I'm sitting on top of the world. Hey! Yeah, thank you guys.
Summertime, where the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, and the cotton is high. No, 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 your daddy's rich, and your mama good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. Ooh, but till that morning, oh, nothing can harm you. With mommy and daddy, oh, standing by. Summertime, where the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning,
knows its emptiness within. For the thing that I want most in life's the thing that I live in. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. What I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. To say that he'll only break my heart again should I decide to stay. So little snowbird, take me with you when you go to that land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. What I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Yeah, if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Song. I think you will too. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
We got somebody from Texas, so we're going to favor them a little bit here. within my heart there's a melody, a song of old San Antone, where in dreams I live with a memory beneath the stars all alone. It was there one night beside the Alamo, enchantment strange as the blue up above, a moonlit path that only she would know, still sings my broken song of love. Oh, moon in all your splendor, know only my heart, bring back my love, rose of San Antone, lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Bring back my love, my rose, my own broken dream. Empty words I know still speak to my heart all alone. But that moonlit path beside the Alamo, and rose, my rose of San Antone.
Let's just stay in Texas a little while and do
All right.
another Texas song called Faded Love.
Make it cry for us, Danny.
moved from Texas. We're here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Carl sings a song, and he didn't know this. He started singing this just this year. It was my mama's favorite song.
Oh, you had to say that. Now I'm gonna
Where
cry.
the roses, where the roses never fade.
I am going to a city where the streets with gold are laid, where the tree of life is blooming and the roses never fade. Here they bloom for but a season, soon their beauty is decayed. I am going to a city where the roses never fade. In this world we have our problems, Satan's snares we must evade. We'll be free from all temptation, where the roses never fade. Here they bloom for but a season, soon their beauty is decayed. I am going to a city where the roses never fade. Loved ones gone to be with Jesus in their robes of white array. They are waiting for my coming, where the roses never fade. Here they bloom for but a season, soon their beauty is decayed. I am going to a city where the roses never fade, where the roses never fade.
That's pretty, wasn't it, Doug? That's pretty, wasn't it? Look at him. I didn't know this. I don't reckon any of us knew it, but Carl was talking today about how he likes to do, what's that gal that sang way back there, that song Crazy?
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline.
Yeah.
He said he could sing like Patsy Cline.
You think he can?
Well, I'd like to hear it if he can.
See if I can get crazy here.
Crazy, that's the name of the song, right? Yeah.
Crazy for feeling, so won't we? I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I wet myself worry? Wondering what in the world can I do? I'm crazy for thinking that my world could hold you. I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Have you seen that wascally wabbit anywhere?
I had to open my mouth.
I'll learn you, boy.
JC, bring us back around and do Nobody's Darling But Mine. If you would, please.
Sit by my side. Come and lay your cool hand on my brow. Promise me that you would be nobody's darling but mine.
Nobody's darling but my love. Be honest, be faithful, be kind. Promise me that you would never be nobody's darling but mine.
Sweeter than the flowers in the springtime. You're as pure as the dew on the road. I'd rather be somebody's darling than a poor boy that nobody knows. Nobody's darling but my love. Be honest, be faithful, be kind. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Promise me that you wouldn't be nobody's darling.
Nobody's darling but my love. Be honest, be faithful, be kind. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine.
I bet you there's somebody out there that's got a neighbor that just irritates the fire out of him. There's- yeah, I saw you raise your hand for sure. Oh, you were just combing your hair back. I don't know. Just like I do. Lord of mercy, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, he turned my mic on. My mic's been off this whole time. Thank you, Lord. Did you hear what Doug said? He said, "Thank you, Lord." I love you. That's what he said. Well, there ought to be another song or something we could do. Yeah, my mic's on there. It's all right. Let's see. Anybody got anything they want to do?
Anybody got an anniversary this year? You got a good anniversary song, don't you, Roger?
We just did Faded Love.
Oh, we did? Oh, okay.
You didn't? Where you been?
I don't know. Your mic was off. I couldn't hear you.
Let's do a dog song.
Okay. Woof.
In fact, we ought to let's do a tribute to Grandpa Jones. He did a couple of songs that we could do right here, right now, this very night.
Now Rattler was an old coon dog, blind as he could be. Every night around supper time, I believe that dog could see. Here, Rattler, here, here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn, here, old Rattler, here. Barking, thought he'd treat a coon. When I got down to him, he was howling at the moon. Here, Rattler, yeah, here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn, here, old Rattler, here. An old speckled hen, she wouldn't lay, and so I laid her on 3 buzzard eggs. She hatched out 1 old crow. Here, Rattler, yeah, here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn, here, old Rattler, here. Here, Rattler, yeah, here, Rattler, here. Call old Rattler from the barn, here, old Rattler, here.
Here's another Grandpa Jones classic. Hey, call it that good old Mountain Dew. And no matter if you or few, I hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Now my Uncle Morty sawed off and short. He measured about 4'2". He feels like a giant when you give him a pint of the good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
That tree.
You go round that bench and you come back again for a jug of that good old Mountain Dew.
I'll go there.
They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few.
Hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
My Uncle Bill's got a still on the hill where he turns out a gallon or two. The buzzes in the sky get so drunk they can't fly from smelling that good old Mountain Dew.
They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. Hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Ah, hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew.
Danny, that reminded me of something. I hated to say anything about it, but I was uptown Tuesday, I think it was. State trooper came up there to me. He said, JC, he said, I had to pull your old buddy Danny over Sunday. I said, Danny Thomas? And he said, yes. I said, I know it wasn't for speeding because I ride with him a lot. He said, no. He said, I was going over Calico Rock and I got behind this old pickup truck that just going all over the road.
Danny.
Said I turned the siren on and pulled him over and got up there and it's Danny Thomas. I said, where you going, Danny? He said, I'm going to church.
Church, yeah.
He said, oh, you're going to church, huh? I said, yeah. He said, what's that clear liquid stuff in that gallon jug there? He said, it's water. He said, can I have a little drink of your water? He said, I turned that up. Boy, he said, it was strong here. Danny, that's not water, that's moonshine. He said, well, praise the Lord, he's done it again.
Still giving a ticket.
Yeah.
Still got a ticket. Hey, JC, I don't drive very fast unless it's just to have some fun. You see, I got me a new pickup here the other day, and you mentioned Calico Rock. I actually was going to Calico Rock in my new pickup to show it to Roger.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, and Roger, I thought I could scare Roger, and I was right, I could scare him. I got over there, and Roger's kind of skittish anyway, but he shakes a little bit once in a while, don't you, Roger?
I do.
He's nervy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I talked him into getting in the truck with me, and we got in the truck, and I said, I'm going to try my best to scare him. So, boy, I floored that thing. And here we went down through there. We got on the main street, headed right down Main Street of Calico Rock. If you've ever been to Calico Rock, you know, down at the end of it, there right before you get to the river, is the railroad track. And boy, I was getting it down through there, and there was a train coming. And Roger said, Danny, you can't make it. And I said, yeah, I can. He said, Danny, you can't make it. I said, yeah, I can. And I just floored it a little bit more, and then I saw I couldn't make it. So I slammed on the brakes, and we went fishtailing down through there, and the smoke a boiling up and everything. That old train wasn't but 18 inches in front of us. Just there it went. And all that smoke stuff boiling up, and I said, Roger, do you smell something? He said, I reckon I ought to. I'm a sitting in it.
That's bad, yeah. Never was so scared.
I think it'd be nice after telling these two things if we'd have a nice gospel song. Like maybe that Old Crossroads. Boy, that's a good one.
Oh, my brother, take his warning. Don't let old Satan hold your hand. You'll be lost in sin forever. You'll never make it to the promised land. now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate. Heaven, the other goes down below. Jesus, our Savior, will protect you. He'll guide you by the old crossroad. The old crossroad now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gate. Now soon your life will be over. You'll have to take that old crossroad. Will you be ready then, my brother, to shun the one that goes down below? The old crossroad now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gates. You know, one leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gates.
Peacock rag. Are you folks from Pennsylvania still in here? Huh? Uh-uh. Uh-huh. Right back there they are. Out there in Pennsylvania, do you know what putting on the dog means?
No.
You don't? You fixing to get educated. I mean, you hang around Wool Mule, we keep telling people that if you'll hang around Wool Mule, you'll go away smart. Yeah. Putting on the dog is when your wife wants to get all dressed up real fancy like, and you have to take her out to a restaurant or someplace, you know, and she wants people to look at her and think that she's living way up here in lifestyle when actually it's down here, you know. That's putting on the dog. Here's a song about putting on the dog, because my wife wants to do that once in a while. So I thought, by George, I'll just get back at her. Since all her friends has got one, my wife, she's a wantin' one too. Brand new fancy fur coat, ain't nothing else gonna do. She says she'll look real classy, make me proud of her. If I run down to the store and get her a fur. Now she's really got me thinking how I can swing this deal. She knows we can't afford it, and I'm too afraid to steal. But the problem finally solved itself like a boat out on the blue. Come right out in front of me on Highway 42. That big old German Shepherd, my car he did not see. He's gone to dog heaven and left his hide down here with me. 6 weeks in the basement, I worked on it every night. It was trial and error, but I finally got it right. I put it in a cardboard box and took it upstairs to her. She gave me a French kiss when she saw her brand new fur. So now she's got her fur coat. It hangs down to her knees. She's been complaining, says her closet's full of fleas. 'Cause she don't know old Fido is wrapped around her tight. She's a-putting on the dog when she goes out at night. No, she don't know old Fido is wrapped around her tight. She's really putting on the dog when she goes out at night. She's been real depressed since I backed out over the cat. But I think she's gonna be real happy when she sees her new fur hat. Well, I ain't got no idea as to what time it might be. If y'all will excuse me, I'm going to look at a watch.
According to that clock up there, we should already been gone. If it's right.
Yeah? Is anybody going to tell us what time it is?
8:58.
8:58?
7:30.
8:58, let's see.
That's 2 minutes.
I know him.
Watch again if you don't care. That means 2 minutes left, and it's time for us to get out.
And you're still talking.
JC, do us a little bit of Will the Circle Be Unbroken, then we'll all sing along with you, and then we'll get out of here and go home and see what our wife's got cooked for us to eat as a dessert.
First come rolling, come to carry my mother away.
Will the
circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by,
there's a better
home awaiting
in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Undertaker, please drive slow. This lady, you're holy. Lord, I hate to see her go.
Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Close behind her, try to hold up and be brave. I couldn't hide my sorrow, they laid me in the grave.
Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
There's a better
Home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for putting up with us tonight. Hope to see you a little bit later or farther on down this old highway of life. Good night, everybody.
Good night.